is still the same. R to I would be the same as R to B, wouldn't it? Go on. Sorry. Yep. So what is R to I?
Exactly. So with that...
November Alpha 1, Sierra Sierra, this is Golf Bravo 4, Kilo Sierra November, standing by for scheduled contact with International Space Station. Over.
This is November Alpha 1, Sierra Sierra, have you loud and clear. Over.
Hello Serena and welcome to Kenilworth School here in Kenilworth in the United Kingdom. We hope you are enjoying your time on the space station, and are you ready for your first question, Rover?
I am ready, and I'm very happy to be here today.
I'm Max. What surprised you most when you entered space? Over.
Honestly, the most surprising thing was the size of the space station. People had always told me it was very, very large, about the size of a 5-bedroom house. I think it's a lot bigger than that. I mean, it is really big. I can work for an entire morning in one module and not see anybody else for half a day because we're all working in different parts of the station. Over.
I am Jacob. Do you believe there is some form of living extraterrestrial intelligent life forms beyond Earth, not just bacteria?
We spend about 60% of the time away from home. Being away from your family, even though you're doing a lot of really neat things, especially training in the Soyuz vehicle and on the space station system, it's still difficult. One of the most enjoyable experiences, though, is actually finally finishing that training and having all your instructors tell you that you are ready to fly. Over. Pretty good. We have a wide variety. The only thing is that it's pretty mushy. We don't get a lot of texture because a lot of our foods are similar to what the military eats, kind of in steel packets that are shelf stable and can last for long periods of time. So we mix things like even crunchy chips or crackers. And so sometimes when we have a visiting vehicle come up, like Dragon, which just docked, then we're able to get some of those treats. Over. Absolutely. I was watching shuttle launches as a child, when I was really about 7 or 8 years old, and it kind of made the decision then. I didn't know what path I would take to get there, but it eventually all worked out. Over. As cool as the ISS is, Earth is definitely our home, and you do miss Earth while you're up here. You can see it quite a bit, but you miss really the feel of Earth, the wind, the rain, everything that's associated with Earth. So my answer would be Earth. Over. So we've actually grown a lot of plants up here so far. One plant called Arabidopsis. We've also grown lettuce and kale because, again, you're in the controlled environment of the ISS where we can tightly control the CO2 and also how much water the plants get. These are very small growths at this time. It would be really neat to see if we could get much larger areas to grow plants in the future. Over. So Alfie, that is something called surface tension, and that's what happens up here. All liquid does that, so you don't really pour anything up here. It just forms a big blob. I could drink water out of my hand because it will just stick to my hand like that. Interestingly, that also happens if you get a small cut on your finger. The blood just forms a small blob on your finger and doesn't really drain anywhere. So it's very interesting to watch how fluids act up here in microgravity. Over. No difference. Probably most of the science and stuff that you read about was because we just happen to have more male astronauts than female right now. The first thing we smelled when we were in the space station after our vehicle docked, for me, was a burnt electrical or metallic smell, and that's from the atomic oxygen hitting the hatch of our Soyuz spacecraft before it docks with the station. And you get that same smell every time. When someone goes out on a spacewalk and they come back in, we smell that same smell. It's something I will never forget. Over. To have large habitats where we're able to plant, almost like greenhouses, where we're able to dedicate that space to just growing plants and vegetables and trees and flowers. The Martian atmosphere and certainly soil is not very habitable. Could we adapt that soil by adding nutrients? Possibly, and that's some of the stuff we're studying up here on the space station right now. Over. That because you don't have the gravity loading your muscles and your bones down, your spine actually stretches. So on Earth, when you're walking around, that gravity kind of keeps everything compressed, but up here, it stretches a little bit. And so some people will have back pain the first week or so, and then they quickly adapt to that. But that's how we get taller up here. Over. Yes, it is. It is very bright up here, especially if you're looking outside the cupola as the sun comes over without sunglasses on, because you feel the warmth of the sun and certainly the brightness. Over.
Samples on other worlds was over?
That is a great question. We would have to somehow create some sort of habitat or some sort of quarantine to not only protect that life from the other world, but also protect our world, because we don't know what we would be exposed to. And we did that way back in the 60s when we first landed on the moon, and when the astronauts returned, we kept them in quarantine for a period of time to make sure there was nothing that maybe we didn't pick up on before. But certainly that's something we'll have to look at, because certainly protecting our species is important, but any other indigenous life on something like Europa as well. Over.
This is George asking Esme's question. How long did it take to get used to life on the space station? Over.
So, there's different periods of adaptation. Certainly the first few weeks are probably the hardest when you're not used to everything and everything seems new. But by month 2, I'd say you're pretty well deep adapted, and certainly things start to feel pretty darn normal by month 3. And we've been up here for a little over 6 months now. Over.
This is Anya asking Matthew's question. What is the daily day-to-day routine in regards to personal hygiene? Over.
Well, we don't have a shower up here, so we kind of have to wipe ourselves down using rough washcloths and soap, which tends to work pretty well. Washing hair, I've got long hair, and that can be a little difficult up here, so I honestly only wash my hair a couple times a week up here, because it takes so long and does use up a lot of water. But we all brush our teeth every morning, wash our faces, and it's actually a very short hygiene routine, because without the shower, there's not a whole lot you can do. Over.
This is John asking Megan M's question. This is your first visit to the International Space Station. What are your thoughts on another opportunity and perhaps take part in a spacewalk? Over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think when you're up here, you focus on getting the job done correctly and well. And then as you come towards the end, like we are, we only have about 6 days left up here, really 5 days, you start thinking about the next mission. And, we're going to be traveling lots of places, not just the space station, but certainly to the moon and to Mars. So all those things kind of go through your head when you think about your next mission. Over.
This is Alan asking Nula's question. Does it feel like you are moving when you're on the ISS, or do you just feel as though you are floating in the emptiness of space? Over.
Really, you just feel like you're floating in the emptiness of space. It's very different from moving on the ground. Your legs and feet want to move the same as they do on Earth, but you don't have to. And so just by the slight push off here or there on a wall, you can get where you need to go. Over.
This is Alfie asking Leo's question. What do you think will change in space stations in the future decade? Over.
I think space stations will change and that they'll be more run by the crew members on board and not so tightly controlled by all of our mission control centers, because they may be farther off and communication delay will be difficult. So I see it more as a home environment that's really run by the people up there. Over.
This is Freddie asking Melody's question. What's your favourite thing to do in space? Over.
That's an easy question, and that is float everywhere I go. That's the best part. Over.
This is Dorothy asking Tom's question. What is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in space? Over.
I think maybe not necessarily see Earth differently, although I do see it a little differently, but you feel Earth differently, because up here we miss the feelings of Earth, like the wind and the rain, and you know, you don't get any of that up here. It's a very stale environment, and those are the things we miss the most. Over.
Thank you, Serena, for some fantastic answers to the questions. Everyone here would like to say thank you very much for your efforts today. November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra from Golf Bravo 4 Kilo Sierra November. Thank you very much, Serena. Have a very safe flight back and look forward to seeing you on Earth next week. This is Golf Bravo 4 Kilo Sierra November handing back to the space station for a final. Over.
Thanks so much. It was great talking with everybody today, and good luck with the rest of the school year.
Get this back on. Got it? Right, so just finishing up there, I'm going to say congratulations. It's not very often we get all the questions answered because of our latitude in the UK, but that was well done. So great job, well done everybody, and I think they all deserve a round of applause.